Hi, myself Adi Narayanan. Today we are going to discuss one of the important concept, collection framework. So if we say collection, this one is collection framework. So so when you go here, probably see here collection framework. You see what is collection framework? The collections in Java is a framework that provide an architecture to store and manipulate the group of objects. Already we saw array. So already we saw array. What is the main use of array? To handle more objects, right? So if you want to transfer 10 objects from one method to another method, what you can do? You can populate all the 10 objects into array, and you can pass the array from one method to another method. Same way, collection framework has more features than array. So array is a fixed where when you define an array, you define the number of elements to be allocated. Whereas in collection is not a fixed one. So collection framework has a lot of features. We are going to see one by one. Uh, See here, Java collection can achieve all operations that you perform on a data such as searching, sorting, insertion, manipulation, and deletion. You can think of collection as a container which contains a number of objects. Say, for example, if you are creating an object called employee, you can create a 10 employee object, right? For a class, you can create 10 employee object. Each object will have its own value. For example, first object may contain employee ID 101 name, first name, last name, date of birth of one employee. So another object can contain employee ID 102 and first name, last name, date of birth, all things. So each object is going to have different values. So if you want to transfer that to some other method for some other purpose, say for example, if you want to transfer 10 employee details to the screen, so how you are going to send all the 10 employee object? So collection is one of the way. Collection is one of the way. Okay. See, for example, so there are n number of classes available in the collection framework. So these are all the main, see here, collection framework hierarchy, iteratable, collection, COLLECTION interface. So blue color is interface. Then what is, there's a list, queue, set. So all list, queue, set, all extends collection. Okay, then what are the other things? Classes, green color is classes. See what are the classes available? Array list, priority queue. You saw so right in file. You have m number of classes like file reader, file writer, buffered file writer, file. There are a number of classes you saw, and you know what are the uses of all those things. Same way, when you go to exception handling, you saw a number of classes: index array, out of bound exception, SQL exception, and null pointer exception, runtime exception. There are a lot of exception classes available as part of exception hierarchy. Same way, in collection framework, you have a number of classes and interface in order to handle different activities. Say, for example, I want to order the object when I store into a collection. See, if I say collection, it's nothing but again it's going to be one object which can hold other objects, which can hold other objects. So there are a number of methods. This add is to add an element, add all, remove, remove all. So all these methods are in collection framework. COLLECTION. See where is this framework? Where is this interface? This interface. So listic you set all extend this interface. Okay. So there are so these are all the number of classes. Main classes. These are main classes. Array list, priority queue, hash set, linked hash set, array DQ. So DQ is an interface, array DQ is a class, sorted set. Then what are the main classes available? Tree set, very important. Tree set, array list. These are classes available as part of a collection framework. Collection framework. Okay. So now this is iterator. So you add a 10 object. How will you retrieve the object from there? You can use iterator. The iterator. So the iterator interface provides the facility of iterating the element in a forward direction only. Here, hash nest, next remove, iteratable interface. These are three methods: hash nest, nest remove. What is hash nest? See, it returns true if the iterator has more element, otherwise it returns false. What is next? It returns the next element and moves the cursor pointer to the next element. It returns the element. So what is remove? It removes an element returned by the iterator. So iterator is the, so interface is the array list. Okay, this is one of the examples. See here, we call this as a collection. I told you, collection is a class which can handle more than one object. See here, array list, some variable, reference variable, object reference variable, array list. So array collection framework contains n number of classes like array list, hash set, tree set. There are n number of classes, right? Same way, and we are creating objects. Array list, some name equal to new of array list. We call this as a generic. We are going to store only string type of object into array list. If you are going to give employee, then you are going to add only employee related object. So that is, this one as generics. Type generic, GENERICS, generics. In Google you will get a lot of things. Okay, so you are mentioning that you need an array list. Here there is an array list. See, array list, then linked list, then tree set, hash set. Where is here hash set? Map, there is a map. Where is map? I'll show you. Okay, this one. See here what you are doing. Add is a method available as part of collection. Okay, list dot add, this array list, if you go and see in Oracle documentation, then you will know. So what are the class that it extends? What are the interface that this class implements? This class is created by Java. As part of Java, this class is available. Just we are going to use it to add, remove other objects. Okay, array list string equal to new of array list. List dot add, list dot add. This not this one. So how many objects you added into this one, into this collection? Now four. So now this will contain four objects. So if you want to retrieve the value, then you need to create iterator. See here, list this object dot iterator method is available. See, add is an available, and iterator is also available. ITR. You know what is ITR? Has next. When you see this one, so these are the method available as part of iterator. Hash next, remove. What does hash next do? It returns true if the iterator has more element, otherwise it returns false. Anyway, if you see this example here, you are while loop. So why we use while loop rather than if loop? Because we want to execute the loop until we reach the last element in this collection. So if won't work, right? If will work only when if age is smaller than, if mark is smaller than, in general, if mark is 80 and mark is below 100 and above 80, then first class. There we cannot use while loop. When you use while loop, there are 10 elements in a collection. I want to retrieve all the 10 elements. I want to display all the 10 elements. If will not work out. If is to check condition. See, go and see the any tutorial. So about what is if else, what is while. So these are all the for loop. What is the difference? Do while. So very important. So you can easily understand. Maybe at the beginning you may feel it difficult a little bit, but you can understand. Here we cannot use if loop, while loop. While, so while if it is true, if IT has next returns true, how does I tell it returns true? See here, what is the return type of this one has next? Boolean. What is the return type of next object? OBJECT. OBJECT is the superclass for all objects. Remove. You can use, I use the Java T point here, and you can use any tutorial whichever you are comfortable. It's up to you. Okay. It will return true if it has an element, then it will display, then it will go to next one, next position. So how many positions that the elements are occupied? Four positions. So this while loop, This while loop will run for 4 times. This is the output you are getting. Okay. Linked list. Linked list in the sense your memory allocation will be continuous memory allocation, the RAM. So whereas if it is not a linked list, it will store anywhere, wherever the space is available in the RAM. Whereas if it is a linked list, it is going to be not even continuous allocation list, but try to read what is linked list. Linked list behavior. Linked list behavior. So if this element will this element will add it to the collection, and this element will know the address of previous one, address of this one, and also address of this one. This is related to data structure. Just to see what is linked list, you will understand. So that's the main difference between linked list and list. And vector, it's a old. Before we get array list, hash set, tree set, vector was the one. So the difference between the legacy classes, vector, hash table, those things are called legacy classes, and normally you will get all these things when you go and read the tutorial, some tutorial. So these are synchronized. You know what is synchronized? Synchronized in the sense only one thread can enter into that particular resource. So all legacy classes like vector, hash table are synchronized. It is also part of collection. Stack is a behavior. So here see stack, linked list, linked array list. Before we saw what is a vector, yes stack. What is the behavior of the stack? There is two behavior, stack and a queue behavior. If it is a stack, okay, insertion will happen. Read this one. The stack is a subclass of vector. It implements the last in first out data structure. Last in first out. So when you start to iterate, you will get the element which you added to the last. See here, that is a stack behavior. Read what is stack and queue. Queue in the sense when you go to theater and if you are standing in the queue, so first in first out. Whereas stack is last in first out element. So queue behavior and stack behavior are different. So here in this scenario, periodic, when you try to run this one, it will you can see probably will understand. So why now you can understand array collection framework contains the n number of classes. Array DQ is there, stack is there, queue is there, n number of classes. Set interface. It will not allow duplicate values. See here, set will not allow duplicate value. This and this value is duplicate. Set will not allow duplicate values. So when you add 4, but actually in the collection only 3 elements are added. See here, only 3 elements. Because set will not allow duplicate values, whereas array list will allow duplicate values. Then what is stack and queue? In the stack, when you iterate, you will iterate from the last element. When a queue, when you iterate, it will be from the first element, first in, first out. So linked hash set, same way. Sorted tree set, it will order. When you add, see here, you are adding Ravi, Vijay, and Ravi, Ajay. It will avoid duplicate and also order. And also order. See here the order of element when you iterate. See here A, R, V, Ajay, Ravi, Vijay. Ajay is added last, but it is order. That is the use of preset. So now you have an understanding of the collection framework. That's the main use of collection framework. See, these are all the things that you should know. Very, very important. Array list, linked list interface, hash set, tree set, priority queue, map. We are going to see map. Map is key value. So in array list, I want to retrieve the value of Ravi. You may not able to, but map will have a key value which we are going to see. So these are all very important. Sorting, comparable interface, comparator interface. So this is all very important. Anyway, I will show some example. So now you got an idea what is the main use of collection framework. You got some idea. I will show my example. Here I have a collection. See here I have a collection. First we will go with the list. here, this is the code. Here, I created one collection by using ArrayList class. You can create a collection by using ArrayList or by using hashset or by using stack or by using queue, so, or by using whatever the classes that are available as part of collection framework. So I'm using ArrayList. I don't want to avoid duplicate. I don't want to do order. So just I want to add the object into this and I want to use it. So I use ArrayList. Okay. So now you created ArrayList and you added four object into this. This you are adding string. You can add student object, employee or anything you want to add. Okay. So then iteration. Then you are going to iterate and you are going to display the value. Iterate. What is the use of this one? Just I added, I want to display, so I am using it. When you want to retrieve the values, then this is how you either you can use iterator or you can use for each. I will let you know how to use for each. So for each is a preferred way rather than iterator. Okay. So this iterator is only to retrieve the value from the you added four value, and if you want to retrieve, this is how you do it. So retrieve action by using this one. Next. Iterated next method will retrieve the object which is pointing to the collection. Okay, let me run this one. See here, I could be able to retrieve the values. So it's a container. Think of this as a container. Think of this as a container which you can contain any kind of object. Any kind of object. You can add a single object, you can add an employee object, any kind of object. So this is a string, right? Literal way of creating string. Okay. Then what is a set? Here, set will avoid duplicate. Ravi, Vijay, Ravi, Ajay, and I added four objects, but only three objects will be added as of this one because this is duplicate. Let me run this one. For all this, you can use any set. Here only three values. This is the code. Java.util is the package which contains all these class. This is an interface. Here, this is the code. So now there is a tree here. This is the code. I created one collection. I want a collection which should avoid duplicate. Then I go with the three set. Just I added four value. Even I added four value. Only three value will be because it is a set interface and also it will arrange in order. Now if we run, Ajay will come first and Ravi will come next and Vijay will come on the third. This is output. It is not insert order iteration. Whereas array list is insert order iteration. Array list. See, this is the code. So now we saw what is list. What does the list will do? List just add the and you can retrieve value. What is the difference between list and set? Set will avoid duplicate. Tree it will avoid duplicate and also it will avoid and it will do the ordering. It will do the ordering. It will do the ordering. Okay. So then map. See here map. Map. This one is map. Here map. What is the features of map? It will store as a key value pair. This one is key and this is the value. By using key, I can retrieve the value. Say for example, you want to store bank related interest rate with loan type. Then and you want to retrieve from the collection based on the loan type, then you should use map. You should not use list, right? Okay, if you want to iterate a little bit different. So the is how does what is the mm, this is a map interface. The map equal to new hash map. Okay, now it allows key value pair. Key value pair. So if you want to iterate, then you need to make entry set. That is, it will give you a set. From the set dot iterator, you are getting iterator. Then after that, you are iterating the value. See here, entry dot get key, get value, get key, get value. Okay, so just to read, there are a lot of tutorials available in the internet. So collection, basic use of collection is to handle more than one. Are we handling more than one object? Yeah, we are handling more than one object. We are handling more than one object. And see, comparator and comparable, very important. Comparator and comparable. Comparator and comparable. Ordering. This is for ordering purpose. Just to read, you will understand. So you should be able to self-learn. You got an idea what is the collection framework and what are the classes available, what are the interfaces available, and you can decide in which scenario to use which classes. Just as of now, try to understand. Okay, there are a number of classes. Each one is doing different purpose. Same way in file, each class is doing different purpose. When you want to read from an image file, use byte related stream. When you want to read from a character text file, read a character related stream. There are file reader, file writer, same way. Input stream, output stream, file input stream, file output stream. Try to try to go and read all those things. It will take little bit time, but you should be able to understand. When you go for an interview, they will ask you what do you know about collection framework. Then you should be able to explain what are all of the collection classes, major collection classes available, what is the functionality of each one. Mainly array list, linked list, hash set, preset, comparator, comparable, map. That's the thing. Mostly they will be looking for that things. Okay. So now you got some idea about the collection framework. There are a lot of sites are available. You can easily go through all the things. So now we got some idea about what is array list, linked list interface, all listed related, all array list implement list interface, hash set implement set interface, key set implement set interface, map hash map implements map interface, linked hash map also little map interface, free map, hash table legacy classes, sorting. This two is related to sorting, comparator and comparable. Just to read, you will get property class in Java. I will explain this one when I take JDBC. When I take JDBC, I will explain about the property class. See here, I can create a file like a text file. I can create a property file. In the property file, I can write key value. This is key, and this is value, and equal to sign. You can use equal to sign. So the right hand side is the value, and this is the key. See now, how can you read this value here? See, you are going to create file. You know what is a file reader? Already we saw file reader. db.property file name, and you are creating property, and you are giving this file reader to this method. Load method. Then p dot get property by using this property you can get the value. Get property password. What will be the password? Oracle. What is the password system? So here there is a file which contains a key value, this key value or property value. So then how will you read from there? You can, if you use a property file, then you can read something like this. P dot get property, give the property and you will give the value. So this one, key value. So for this we use a property classes. Very important. Very important. You can also, there are a lot of tutorials available where it can be. Just see what is collection framework, what are the classes, and here also array list vector, what is it is not synchronized, whereas it is this is the main use. This is the main use. Okay. So just try to understand. Thanks for your time.